Someone wrote off Phil's car and we bought it back.
I was driving along, minding my own business. Next thing I know, wallet. Dramatic as it was, it's given me the perfect opportunity to transform this car.
How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to replace the door because, let's be honest, that is definitely irreparable. The quarter panel is not too bad. It is creased over quite badly here, so hopefully we can repair that. You would have seen in the Polo video, we got Perry in. We're going to get him in again to do that. The wheels are damaged as well. We've got something coming there. Stay tuned. And also inside the car, the door panel has been lifted away. So we're going to have to either replace that if there's broken clips. We don't know. But the first thing we need to do is get this door open, because you'll notice it's stuck. Door. And stuck it was, properly stuck. Pry bar didn't move it, pushing didn't help. Shoulder barges, even kicking the door, nothing worked. So we stepped it up a gear. Out came the angle grinder. We cut through the skin, through the structure, until the latch finally gave way. Oh, hey! One door open. With the door finally off the latch, we could see the full damage and get on with stripping it. Door card first, handle trim off, screws out, switch panel unplugged.
I won't put the window back up.
Since this door's headed for the bin, we pulled the speakers and anything worth saving. A few clips didn't survive the crash, but watch this space, we've got a plan for the interior. Then it was just the check strap, the electrics, hinges, and hey presto, one door removed. Hopefully the hinges are alright. We're not going to order any just yet because none of this is actually damaged, so we should be alright there. Worst case scenario, when we fit the new door, we'll just have to get new hinges. Looking at this, it is very damaged. That is going to be a job to get that out. Next on the chopping block, the side skirt. Or so we thought. A few clips later, and it's free.
I've had a bit of a lucky escape because I actually thought the side skirt was badly damaged. I've just realised the bracket's broken, it's lost all the lugs on it, so in the impact, wipe the brackets out. Right, quick progress update. Phil has been cracking on whilst I've been away. First job was the front wing. He sanded it back to bare metal with 80 grit, then went over it again with 180 to take out the deeper marks. There was a small bit of damage near the headlight, so he repaired it, filled it, knocked it back, masked the area and primed the whole panel. Once dried, he laid down a guide coat ready for the next stages. That's come out nice. You've done a few more things. What Phil has also done, he took the fuel cap off, which I didn't know was metal, which is quite interesting. You took that back to bare metal. It's just here, drying. Bare metal primed, etch primer. He took the spoiler off because essentially, I'll let you into a secret. We're going to repaint the whole car. So part of doing that is, of course, we're going to need to get the spoiler off. The tips got damaged by the tow truck, the recovery truck, which is something we can't avoid, of course. We've got to repair the carbon fibre on those. It should be a case of just re-lacquering them. We've had a delivery. The door's here, which is good. It has got a few dings in it. So all those rings that you can see on that door are dings that we've got to sort out. But second-hand door, and it was how much, Phil? £213 delivered.
£213 delivered, you can't go wrong. So what we're going to do today, we're going to fit the door up. It won't fit perfectly because of all the damage here, and we haven't sorted that yet, but we just want to see how it's going to look. And what it will also do. Well, I don't think it will, mate, because of that, to be honest.
Might be lucky.
You might be lucky.
We might be.
Phil's feeling lucky. But I don't think it will because of that, because it's so creased over. But what it will do is it will tell us whether they are bent. So we're going to crack on, get the door on, let's go. This is basically just the reverse of taking the damaged one off. First we hung the new door on the hinges, plugged in the electrics, tightened the bolts and reattached the choke strap. Job done. Right. Should we find out?
Wait for you, mate.
That's actually pretty good. What do you reckon, Phil? Line down there
Even.
is even. I'm not sure if it's pulled back though. What do you reckon? Should we test it from the other side? Hernia gauge! So we've got on this side 37, 37 again, 44. Okay, so between 37 and 40. Let's have a look. Yeah, 5. So 53, 58, 66. So it is further back. Not good. Might mean we need new hinges. Who knows at this point?
I think they pulled back. I don't think they bent. I noticed when I had the door on. I don't know if you can see, but the other side of the hinge,
Yeah.
there was a bit of primer. Where they painted the car.
You think it's moved back?
I think the hinge was pulled. I don't think they're bent. I just think maybe they've slipped back in the accident. Not 100% sure, but I think these might hold on from the inside.
That's going to be dash out, isn't it?
Maybe, yeah.
Well, that's a little setback, of course. Bit annoying. We were hoping that, you know, we wouldn't have to change the hinges, but looking at that, you know, it does line up. It's not bad. Determined not to change the hinges, we started stripping the interior to find the bolts, and luckily it didn't require removing the whole dashboard. First, Phil removed the bonnet release handle, a few trim pieces under the dash and some more plastics which revealed the hinge bolts.
Good, that's it, got it.
So that there is the bolt. Phil released it, pushed the door forward, tightened it back up, and we took a look. Ooh, that looks better. So hang on, we was at, what was we at before? It was like, oh yes, no, it's more to like what the other side is. 38, that's much more like what the other side was. The other side's pretty much 38 across, the whole thing.
Once that's pulled, we've got to adjust the door catch. Obviously, Perry can adjust all that.
Yeah, just some fat, but I don't think we need new hinges.
Door's level now.
It's good. Good news.
Yeah,
Quick fix.
Yeah.
So looking at that now lines up a lot better. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's good, mate. That's really good.
There's a bit bigger with post.
Yeah, I actually think the top needs to come over slightly.
Looking at these, the wing's 6 inches. So although the gap's slightly bigger at the top, once we pull the wing out, it might.
Line. We've just got to do some jiggery poker, haven't we?
Jiggery poker a bit better than Bob's Run.
Fanny's your aunt.
Exactly.
Perry's here. We're ready. What we're going to do, pal?
Well, I think today we're going to try and do a little plan about pulling this out, because it's all squashed in the shut and the strength, the strike is here.
Yeah.
So we need to try and reverse that somewhat and manipulate it, pull it out, put the panel lamp on it, heat it up, put the chain on it and pull it out.
We've got chains and a RSJ for the building.
3 tins of fiberglass.
Don't worry, he's joking about the fiberglass. First things first, we covered the glass and the interior opening with paper to protect it from any stray sparks whilst grinding and welding. Then Perry ground the paint back on the quarter panel and the metal ring so we had clean surfaces to weld to. Here's our first attempt. First attempt,
Give me a
not
gas
successful.
welder. Give me a gas welder.
And the second? Third time lucky, I guess. We'd finally got the settings right and the welds were holding. Make sure you're subscribed, because what happens next nearly killed the entire build. How solid is it on there? With the ring welded on, we turned our attention to how on earth we were going to pull this out without the proper tools. So this is what we're going with. We've got held onto the RSJ, and we've got a ratchet strap held onto here. What do you reckon, Bill? It's risky, isn't it? As rudimentary as our method was, it was actually working. But the ratchet strap wasn't enough, so we broke out the pin puller. This is a slow and delicate process. We weld the small pins you can see onto the panel, then use the slide hammer and claw to pull the dent. We were at this for a few hours, repeating the process over and over and making good progress. But it just wasn't enough to pull that crease out. Rather than waste any more time, we decided to sand the whole panel back to bare metal. Right guys, completely ignore the state of me, because as you would have seen, me and Perry have just been sanding the life out of this quarter panel. Just give you a quick update. So, as you would have seen, we tried using this, we welded it on, pulled the dent as far as we could, and we wanted to do that again. Only problem is, we didn't realise we haven't got enough welding wire. Can't get that till tomorrow, so we're going to have to pause on that. Now, you also would have seen that we tried with the pins and tried pulling it. The problem with those is they're just not strong enough. We need something that's got a proper grip on it, really, to get that crease out. So we're going to give it a go tomorrow.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is, we've got a shaped plate we've found. We're going to weld inside the shut line and top and bottom, but not so much on this side, because we want to try and pull this corner out. So this has got to come out to sort of line up with this.
Yeah.
That's the plan. It's quite a tough hit.
The next day, whilst I was away, Perry cracked on with repairing the quarter, this time using the right tools. He welded a small plate to the panel for an even pull, then used a chain lever hoist to slowly pull the dent out. Once he was happy with the shape, he went back in to pimple the smaller imperfections, before applying a light skim of filler over the repair area, knocking it back and priming ready for paint. With the quarter panel repaired and into primer, Phil surprised me with a new bonnet. There was nothing actually wrong with the original one, but he wanted to upgrade the look with this M4 style bonnet with the power bulge through the centre. While he gets that prepped, let's talk costs. To buy the car back from the insurance was £1,500, an absolute bargain if you ask me. Recovery was £90, the replacement door came in at £213, and this bonnet set him back £420. He's now painting the inside of the bonnet to save doing it later down the line. So all in, we're just over £2,000 into it. And considering the cheapest Cat S 440i on Auto Trader is up for nearly £14,000, by the time it's finished, this could either be an absolute bargain or an expensive mistake. That's it for this video, guys. As you can see, the car is all repaired, which is good. That's the hardest part done. Bonnet's on. In the next video, we're going to be stripping out that interior and hopefully paint the car. So if you're enjoying the journey, hit the subscribe button and we'll see you in the next one.